Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing? So today we're actually going to a house where we're going to be replacing the walkway in front of the. So coming out of the house, there's a walkway that we're going to replace. It's concrete right now. What's going on is it's kind of like sinking and it's messed up. It's not too big, so we're not going to have a concrete truck come on this one. It's actually just to help somebody out, and we're going to take it out and replace it and just mix the concrete with sandstone and Portland. So it's just before 6 o'clock, so we're gonna get over there, we're gonna unload the machine, we gotta go get some materials, and then we'll get started. All right, guys, see you over there. So when we first pulled up to the job, it was still dark out. We quietly unloaded the machine so we don't disturb any neighbors, and then that allowed us to have an empty trailer so we could go pick up the material that we needed for the day. Okay. Cool, yeah, let's run there real quick. Thank you for checking out our video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the thumbs up so we can keep putting out new content. So when we pulled up to Home Depot, we went inside to get some lumber for the job. We actually ended up not using this lumber because we made it work out with the lumber that we previously had from other jobs. So now we're on our way to go get the sand, Portland, and stone. Hey, I'm gonna get concrete sand on one side and then stone on the other side. I'll tell you how much, all right? Ever since I was little, I grew up around heavy equipment. My family is always into it, so it's always nice coming to these yards and just being around it time to time. Here in New Jersey, it actually hasn't rained in about a month. So you'll see as he's dumping off the 3/4 stone, there's just dust that goes everywhere, to the point of where you couldn't even see the load going into the trailer, and he actually stopped and apologized.
That stuff is so dumb.
Oh man. But hey, what could he do? It's out of his control. As long as you don't stand in the way of the dust, you'll be fine.
Well, 1 second.
Let's do more. I can't see. It's good. Thank you, man. So you see us tarping up the trailer, getting ready to go, not realizing that we forgot the bags of Portland. As we're pulling through the yard, then I quickly realized that we still had to grab them. Get some Portland too.
Oh, some Portland?
Yeah, Portland.
How many bags?
10.
You got it, bro. Just grab
10 bags.
Yeah, let me just grab, you got the pickup? Yeah, I'll take that one. I'll take this
sorry, I gave you the wrong
one.
one.
No worries, bro.
This stuff's so hard to judge how much we need, sand and stone.
Yeah.
What do you think? You think we're accurate or too much? I think we're too much.
I think we're too much also.
Just gonna go like this. So I pushed some of the stone off to the right side to cover the sand. The reason being is so it doesn't get the bags of Portland wet and they don't fall apart on us. We ended up getting way too much material for this particular job, but it worked out though because we used it on another job. You probably saw it in a video previous to this one. Thanks, man. You too. Thank you. How you doing? Now that we're all finished and loaded up, we're about to head off to the job to get started. out the concrete and we'll set it over here and we'll put the Portland on top of it.
Just this to here?
Yep.
No steps, right?
No? Pretty small, right?
Yeah, not too big. It looked bigger from the sidewalk. I mean,
yeah, from there, right? All right, so.
You're just gonna lift up on it?
Yeah, I'll just pick this stuff right up. We'll get it right out of there.
Grab a sweatshirt.
Are you cold?
Yeah, a little bit.
Really?
A little bit.
Ah, man. I thought you said you don't get cold. Wow. So as Tom was on his way to go get his sweater, I grabbed some markout paint because I wanted to do some offsets on the concrete we're pulling out. I do have the measurements written down, but just so we don't have to reference off those measurements, we could just see where we spray painted.
Do we need to grab the sledge at all to break that up?
No.
You want it as big as possible?
Yeah, I'll take it up as whole pieces. That guy is everywhere. Key West Air.
Yeah.
So as I jumped in the skid steer, I went up onto the front lawn. I didn't twist or turn because I didn't want to tear up the grass. These pieces were actually pretty easy to get out. Sometimes it's difficult to get started with a set of forks to pull out the concrete, but in this case it wasn't too bad at all. We had to set everything down by the road because we still needed the dump trailer. Clearly it still had material inside it, so we had to wait until we get that out before we remove the concrete completely off the job. I was able to get the pieces out as holes, so therefore we didn't have too much to deal with. So now that they're out of the way, we could start digging down, get ready for our base. So we put the bags of Portland onto this plywood. The plywood is on top of the forks. So now what that does is it makes it where we can move it around to wherever we need it. And it won't be in the way. Alright. Now we gotta just shovel by hand. We'll get all that out. Get some stone in. So, you want to start on that side? I'll start over here.
Yeah, where do you want the dirt?
In the bucket.
Right.
Yeah, you know what? Let's just throw it all right here.
Around?
Yeah, forget the bucket. So we began to shovel, and the ground wasn't too bad to dig. It was a little bit hard, but not so bad. We really didn't have to go down too deep. So now I'm just trying to set up a string line. I want to run it square off that front porch. So I put a pin back a little ways, and then I'm going to run it across. It'll kind of show me whereabouts the corner is. So this is inside corner.
Okay.
Would you want to set a form over on this side here? It's going to go from it's going to go from right here to over here. Just set it, put it up around this height, and then we'll bring it down to put it up around here, then we'll bring it down with the hammer after. So the reason why we even came out to this job on this particular day is because the overcast, it looked a little funny, and we didn't want to do a big job, and next thing you know it starts raining on us. So this job was actually the perfect job to go after that day, because it was just a little bit overcast, and if it did rain, we had some tents on hand and some plastic, and we'd of course make sure that everything turned out properly. Even with the smallest jobs, there's still quite a bit of prep involved. We had to put pins along this brick border just to hold it in place and make it straight. That was going to be our outside form to guide the concrete and hold it in place. Okay, now you got to run a form from here to right here. Yeah, so go past just a little bit. Go past it. What do you got?
Around over here, I got about 95.
Yeah, do 93.
93? Alright.
Yeah, just so you're not fighting all that. We're almost ready to pour.
Alright.
I think we got way too much material. Way too much. Where we messed up is we should have prepped first.
Prep?
Yeah, do all this first and then get the material.
Yeah.
Just so we could get like a better idea, you know?
I mean, I get it. But I guess for the sake of time, this makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna go to waste, so whatever, it'll work.
Leave it open?
Yeah. Yeah, just like that. I cut the angle wrong, but it'll work. Just shoot a screw this way into the top.
The top?
Yeah, then we'll put a pin behind it. Just put pins behind everything. You know, like this one, do 3 pins, one holding against there, level with this. Pin in the middle, pin behind there, pin behind those, that, and then you could take all the other pins out after.
The inside pins?
Yeah, but those are set to height, so just don't move the height. We're all good.
Alright, so I'll set the outside pins first and then
Yeah.
out, just the height these set.
Set them, screw them in, and then pull the insides. So I loaded up a little bit of 3/4 trap rock. I'm gonna put that down as a base for the walkway. I wasn't really sure how much I needed, but I figured if I just get this far back, then I could back the trailer in next to the other location. So, you know what, let me get a string on that. Hold on. Get this on it.
You want this right here?
Right against it.
Right against it? Like that?
Yep. You gotta get a smaller hammer, that's the problem.
Smaller hammer.
Yeah, that thing's too big. We're gonna mix right here, like this. We'll put the trailer right here, right here, then we'll use a wagon. It's the easiest. Yeah, can you throw a piece of wood in the center? So I was trying to kill 2 birds with 1 stone by moving the bucket and the forks around separately without attaching them with the levers. I kind of got myself in a situation when I was trying to get the forks out underneath the Portland. It wasn't really going, so Tom, he put a piece of wood in the center just to give a little bit of space. Yeah, all this looks nice. I'm gonna just lift it so we can put a little more stone over here, okay?
Yeah. Didn't think of that. Sorry.
No, it's good. No, it's perfect. Got it all measured, laid out. A lot of times what we'll do is we'll lift the dump trailer up a little bit. It just makes it easier to shovel out of the back. It actually brings it lower to the ground so you don't have to go as high with the shovel on each pass. We just gotta shovel some stone in here and then we'll put it right there. Oh, this is that tape. I think we all have a tape like this one. The one that just doesn't go back in, and it just seems to make its way onto every single job. Keep going. Right there. Alright, so I guess we're ready to start mixing. Yeah, we need that spray nozzle.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We got our new one.
I gotta use the old one. Left it in the back door.
Yeah, I wish we brought it.
Broken one?
Yeah.
You want to use the new one?
No, I like the broken one.
You like the broken one?
You're right. So just like the measuring tape, the spray nozzle is the same thing. It's the cheap one where it's broke on the pivot point and it's very hard to use and you have to hold the handle in the right spot, and it can be very frustrating at times. And on this particular job site, it didn't make its way over. So now Tom, he fired up the mixer. He was over there mixing. I'm putting the expansion foam on the step just because the step is on footings. Was there no water pressure?
Barely.
Keep it going. I'll take it and yeah, I'll do this. And then if you want to start mixing more. Uh-oh. So we started to get the concrete down into place. That first load I just wanted to spread out a little bit so I could lift the wire mesh up and it'll hold it up in the air just enough. With the spigot, that thing was leaking all over the place. I managed to get it tightened, but the handle is in very bad shape too.
No sand?
Yeah. Almost. So we started to get our mixes together and we were pouring them, one wagon after another. We set down a piece of plywood just to protect the asphalt. I know a lot of guys use wheelbarrows, which we do as well, and we come to find sometimes the wagon works a little bit better because you could fit a little bit more weight into it. The mixes were turning out perfect. Tom was trying to make it so they're not too wet, so therefore it'll set up in time. So in this process, you just keep mixing and pouring, mixing and pouring. It might feel like forever, but eventually it starts filling up, and next thing you know, you have a concrete walkway. Ah, we should have stamped this.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Should have, right?
Yeah. All right, so we're mixing this with a mixer, okay? So Tom, he has Portland stone sand. So what you do is you put some water in there, you get some stone. We kind of just, you know, how we do it is a half a bag of Portland, and then we do it by eye, you know, until the consistency is just right. You know, this pour here wouldn't make sense to have a concrete truck because you can't charge $1 million for this little thing. You know, it's not, it's something where, you know, you have to meet the customer's budget, and this is one of the best ways to do it is just mix it by with an electric mixer or gas powered mixer, you know, whatever you have, and then you have control of it too. You know, as it sets up, we'll just keep going along and finishing it, but honestly we'll probably have this whole thing in before that even happens. So, you know, I have expansion over here against this this step. Reason being is because the step stays stationary, and you want to have the foam against that because this surface here doesn't stay stationary. It's going to go up and down, you know, with the freeze and thaw cycles. So we'll have that expansion, and then you know, we'll just finish this off. We'll put a control joint over here somewhere. You know, maybe we'll somehow try to style it up. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, we're moving along. It's not taking too long to do this. You know, it's going very well. You know, Tom, he's cranking out the loads too, so that's good. So now I'm gonna get another load. I'm gonna drop it right here, then I'll push it into this expansion joint, expansion foam, and then I'll finish it off with the mag. Then I'll take my big aluminum strike off and go across it. You know, make that good. I have some pins we have some pins holding the concrete up over there. Yeah, that's kind of our form as well. So as we pour, we'll pull the pins, and you know, we should have a pretty straight edge there. So yeah, it's coming along, it's looking good. But yeah, here's the process.
All right.
You got tons of material left.
Yeah.
Maybe just go do my house next.
Let's go stamp real quick.
Yeah.
Ready? This has only been an hour?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't know. 12 feet in an hour.
Yeah.
That's good time.
No. Yep. We're gonna have two more loads. Is it raining or is it the hose?
I can't tell. I really can't tell.
No.
Like little spritzes here and there, but I don't know if it's this or what.
Yeah, it's raining.
It's raining?
Yeah. We'll cover this with plastic if we have to. You turn it off. Yeah, that's one way to dump it. What happened there?
What? It's getting taped on over here in the front.
Oh, and it poured.
Flipping it over when it gets too much.
You gotta bust that off. Take the bar.
What?
take the pry bar, the yellow one. Just bust that out. Here comes the rain. Nah, there's nothing. Nah, I think we're good. Definitely. Now, since all the concrete's in place, we're cleaning it up. We're removing the concrete from off the road now that we have an empty trailer, and we could easily go dispose of that. This stuff's starting to set.
It is. I'm seeing it.
Is it gonna tighten up on us?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's getting there. I should probably cut these joints real quick.
Looks like it's set up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's close. You could see as I was pushing the joiner down, it was a little tight at the bottom. That means the concrete was starting to harden from inside and just getting to the point of where you have to get your joints in pretty soon from now. It was tricky because you're dealing with different mixes throughout. What do you think, Tom? You think you will be able to handle this if I'm not here?
We're just edging it?
Well, say if it like starts finishing, like you gotta like broom it.
Yeah, broom. So broom for this one this way, broom for that one that way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you just can't broom it too early and too late.
Okay.
As Tom was in the front yard, he found a special friend, so he picked up a stick and carried it over.
I really want to say it's fake, but it's like convincing me that it's not every time.
You should grab it and see.
I don't want to.
He wasn't sure if it was real. There's only one way that you can find out if it's real or not.
Yeah, it's a rubber snake.
And he found out it was fake. It's probably theirs, but if it wasn't, I'd bring it home and scare everybody. Yeah, you just gotta hit that one side over there.
Yeah, I'm gonna start hitting that now. I'm gonna work these edges in first. I'm gonna go all the way around. By that time, it should be good enough to flow
Yeah.
to finish.
And remember, it's gonna set up from this side to that way.
Yeah, that's gonna finish perfect.
That's tight.
It's good.
I think it's almost ready.
Trying to do this first.
Yeah. Nah, I keep going with that. Yeah.
Yeah. My plan's good.
Yep. We're almost gonna have to like broom like sections as it goes.
Room sections.
Yeah, like start here, then wait,
Yeah.
then go again.
Okay.
You know, that's how it's gonna be.
Alright.
Can I leave you with it?
You should be good.
So don't roll the edges, and don't forget your joints, and make sure there's no bald spots.
Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
Alright, drive safe.
Thanks. Okay, so we're just waiting for this to set up now. The weather's kind of funky, you know. It's not raining or anything, but it sure feels like it's gonna rain. You know, so since we did this with a mixer, you know, it's setting up as it goes along, and we're down to this last one right here. So it's almost ready for a broom and to be edged, but it's just not there just yet. So Tom, he's gonna hang out and finish this up. But here's I'll show you the finished product also in the morning because we have to come back and break the forms. But you can kind of see right now, you know, so this is all done with a mixer in Portland, sandstone. You know, you can see it turned out really nice. So like I said, when you do little jobs like this, you're better off doing it that way versus bringing in a big concrete truck, you know, because it's just too much. All right, so we'll catch up with you guys in the morning and we'll see you then. All right guys, so we're all set here. We have the sidewalk in, you know, coming out of the house, and you know, everything looks good on it. We got the backfill. Could use some more dirt over here, but you know, that's up to the customer whether they want to do that in the future on their own. You know, so yeah, everything went well. We had some rain coming yesterday. We threw a tent over it, and it actually ended up raining later on, but you know, we're just worried about it, so we just, you know, took precaution to you know, just kind of cover it up in the meantime. But yeah, so we're all set, and we'll see you guys on the next one.